Fossil fuel energy is out and renewable carbon-free energy is in. Our goal is to power the United States of America one state at a time without using fossil fuels. We'll start with South Carolina. In order to transform the way South Carolina consumes energy, we will need to convert all energy into electricity. This will make it easier to use renewable energy sources to power everything. If we transition all cars to be powered by electricity, if we transition all heating away from natural gas to electric-powered heat pumps, and if we transition away from coal and other non-renewable energy sources, we will achieve our goal of powering the state with only renewable energy. So how much energy does South Carolina actually use? With 4.9 million people, South Carolina is using a lot of energy. Cars, manufacturing, along with everyday life uses of energy are the main consumers of energy in the state. How is South Carolina currently producing energy to power all of this? South Carolina is producing nuclear energy. It has 7 nuclear reactors located in 4 power plants across the state. Currently, South Carolina's main source of energy is from nuclear power. It accounts for 5.198 gigawatt hours, producing 63% of electricity. South Carolina also utilizes natural gas, which accounts for 19% of electricity generation. Coal, which accounts for 13%, hydroelectric and non-hydroelectric renewables account for the remaining 5%. If you add the amount of energy it takes to power electricity now, plus the energy used to heat houses with natural gas, which can be converted into electricity, energy from the transportation sector converted into electric vehicles, you will get 10.5 gigawatt hours that South Carolina will be consuming. In order to generate 10.5 gigawatts of energy, we will need to harness power from many different sources. The sun is also very abundant in South Carolina. The second cheapest energy source in South Carolina is utility solar. It costs $178 per megawatt hour. Following solar, wind is the next cheapest. It would take 12,383 square miles of solar panels to power the full 10.5 gigawatts needed to power South Carolina. The Solutions Project estimates that South Carolina can generate 55% of its energy from on and offshore wind turbines. That is approximately 5.775 gigawatts. It would take 2,117 3-megawatt turbines operating at 40% capacity. Onshore wind in South Carolina has the wind capacity of 1,107 megawatts, but the closer you get to the shore of the Atlantic Ocean, the stronger the wind potential. Due to the fact that renewable energy does not operate at all times, the wind is not always blowing and the sun is not always shining, South Carolina would need backup storage. In order to make sure that there is enough energy at all times, South Carolina should utilize solar panels and natural gas. Nuclear power currently being generated, plus wind power, would produce 10.973 gigawatt hours. This would be more energy than South Carolina consumes.